It's a really low-key, erm. I'm getting this inspiration to do a video once in a while. And today I've been sitting in... Not today. I have those like switches going back into old behaviors, patterns, tendencies, going back to scrolling, moving away from God for a bit. And I've been scrolling, and there has been a point that it got to the point where there's been this feeling in me, and it was like this simple, it's not fulfilling. It's really not fulfilling. So as I'm recording this, I'm on the go. I'd rather go outside and have some air, fresh air, and then from that I'll start doing something around me, like cleaning, in general, making something in this reality. So as you know, as you can check my videos before, also it's been a moment and a phase of my life. This is where I'm questioning everything, literally everything. And I can see how it's been really, really hard to push through, or to, to make it through all the fakeness. And there are some people that make content and you can really feel the deep authenticity. They really like it. The authenticity screams through the screen. Look, you can feel their humanness. They are literally the example of being able to spark or create the energy of authenticity and truth through the screen, because like the connection and the touch they have within themselves is that incredible. And the count of those people who are like fighting for truth these days, speaking on really important topics, I could see how especially particular masculine figures, I've noticed that I've tried to be this type of masculine approach, which, being honest, I would probably not be able to handle going further. I thought that's my way, my path, like speaking on topics in that way, but no, I think it's very meant more for men who are the warriors. I don't know how the warrior archetype plays in women. Actually, it's very unique for everyone and everyone's expression. And the conclusion and the reflection is like, when you start connecting to God, it's a dedication. And I've once been dedicated to other things than God. I've been so deeply asleep and like, I will not be afraid, I will use the word possessed by the idea of fixing my life and myself to make it better, that there was actually no place for God. It was like, me, I'm doing it. And I come to a realization many people maybe come to, finding back God and going back to God. And while you start developing the connection and the divinity within you, it may show up. It may show up. I'm not saying it will. It may show up as this type of thing that you'll be scrolling and all of a sudden you feel this, like the feeling of something is off, and then the thought goes, whoa, this is so not fulfilling. And then you realize that you've been like coping with this painful reality at times with all those things like food, scrolling, whatever more. I'm not going to porn and to corn and all of those ways, because for me those are the extreme expressions. But let's say scrolling is one thing that, or playing games or whatever, is one of the, I'm not saying, do not do it. I'm just saying what I feel, well, what's my experience with this divinity, that divine spark being activated in a way that it sets it rules, it sets the boundary. It's like, ugh. It's like you've been dealing with everything like this for so long and you've never felt it. But now, once you started developing the connection, now you can see what you've been doing and literally feel like, oh, you've been like so deeply brainwashed to the point to think that it's fulfilling you and giving you relief in those moments, but it's not. And it's the same the way I've been really dedicated to creating this, to being the spiritual kind of teacher I thought I'm gonna be. And to the point that now I am in this blank space, questioning everything, being like really listening to people who stand for relationships and the unions. I'm also pro-union. And I couldn't grasp how it can be a mission. I had some beliefs, like, because I've been soaking in so much of those spiritual concepts and the different teachings and ideas from Stoicism, from laws, of all of that, that at some point there has been this huge egregore created that I couldn't deal myself with, and also the traumatic experiences and all of that, it just clashed into that and helped to create that whole egregore. And at some point it has become so rigid that while desiring deeply a relationship, I just couldn't get through my own perceptions of the exact way I wanted to be. It was like, I wanted to be this way. You can literally probably see the difference. It's way softer now. And it used to be like, I had this energy around me that's been really like, what it's called, like when you're trying to convince someone for your way, at all costs. I don't know what it's called, like what's the term for this, because it's probably not convincing. It's sort of a manipulation. Yeah, and here it comes to the old demonic influences and energies and let's say past lives and everything of that. For me, it really connects with everything we have here, earthly, and what we've been through. And when things attach, they attach to a certain points within us and within our energetic fields. But I realized something in my path, on my journey, that in order to, let's say, clear it out and have a business and whatever, like, people close to me cannot suffer, because I'm no longer explaining everything through the lens of you, I've attracted this. No, if I feel neglected or if I neglected somebody, it's real. It's real. If someone feels sad because of me, it's real. Someone close to me. There's no such game anymore like, oh, you've attracted this, it's on you. No. That's, I think now it's damaging, really, for our relationships. It's bulldozing boundaries, and when it takes that cover up with all those spiritual teachings, it becomes another layer and level of freaking manipulation, but it does not lead to a really true, fulfilling connection. And I really, really appreciate all the people who just go and they like, you can feel from them that humanness. They be speaking for important matters and they like courageously, oh my god, I'm just having goosebumps as I'm speaking it. They courageously show up in what they stand for, and they have that capacity to hold what their authenticity, and that people will like have so many opinions, many will attack them, many will hate, many will, so many perceptions, because that's the charm of being on the internet, being a content creator, or just speaking about important matters and using your voice now in the internet for all that fakeness and facades. And this video, as I'm doing it right now, if you do not like it, if more people do not subscribe it, the possibility of it like reaching to more people, if I don't give that like catchy title that I used to try that technique, so it went viral for some time. But and I was like, yeah, this is the message you've been waiting for and channeling. But I've been trying to apply that way, and something felt off, but I didn't know what felt off back then. I was like, well, for some reason, that way doesn't really suit me, but I'm doing this because it's like, it's a good way to push it through. But I didn't feel it till the end. Look, it could appear like I tried to make it like I feel it, but I didn't really feel it. I was like, well, I can't lie to people and just build my whole channel on channeling, giving them news. Like, no, something was not right. It wasn't quite right. So yeah, this is the conclusions that I have now. So if you go back to God and connect to the divine spark, it's a devotion. Till now, I feel a bit scared, a bit shame, because it's going mainstream again, and there are again many opinions popular. For me, the mastery is to not go into too much polarization, like, because for me God is a felt. It's felt. It's not something because when we are in concepts, when we are in mind, if you have noticed the energy of the mind and the mind in general, whatever stays a concept is not a felt sense, and what is not a felt sense cannot be applied into beingness. Because in order to be, something or to even change your identity, you have to feel it in order to embody it. Because if it stays just a concept, it's it's in the air area, just flying around, but never really getting fruitful. Maybe at some point, but staying in the mind and soaking in all the knowledge and all this, it can add layers to fighting. It just can add layers to fighting. And I've experienced this so many times in my life that this here is a straight, like, I'm not antagonizing it. I'm just explaining the phenomenon. Like, whenever something is a concept, it's a great field for battle, for argument. Because if we want to connect, we probably surely have to be something. People will connect to the frequency we emit, to the characteristics we have, not our mind only, not the concepts. So sharing the knowledge and what we know and what we have is just that one component. And guess what? I've been I got caught in that paradigm. I got caught in really feeling deeply connected to the teachings of someone, but I've been missing the point of who the person is, because all I've seen is what they teach, and that's been everything. And if I deeply resonated with something someone taught, I skipped all the rest. And that's been also one component that's been really messing up with my perception of reality and creating a relationship. But this is probably for another topic. So to summarize this video, sorry for the mess. The clothes, I need to do something with them. To summarize, the point of this video is the energies, the great knowledge, it all comes back to authenticity, to the deep connection, to creating and to care for the relationship with God, and really connecting to the divine light within us and the source outside of us, and really getting humble and really letting it transform you. It's been pain, I can tell you, it's been pain, but pain for my ego. I hate pain. But in the end, it's worth it. It's truly, truly worth it. Yeah, I just wanted to share it, to reflect a bit, to share how it works, why it works, what's changed. So what I think the goal is for the times we live in, the authenticity. The number one is really being brave and courageously authentic. And if you want to work in the internet, just be it. Because once we get caught up that we have to push something through, that we grasp a certain concept and we're like, oh, I'll make a business out of it. It's then going downfall. Then we go straight to compromising our integrity. And there is one woman who is doing incredible work in helping people who are already in really, really high influence. She is a good energy healer, like really removing interference and entities and all. She's slaying them. But for me, I guess I'm not in danger yet, because I don't have that kind of influence now. I don't know if I will ever have, so then I will worry about the interference I can have that will try to tempt me to compromise my integrity for the sake of followers. However, it already happened for some time. So, yeah, if you have any opportunity while being a highly influential person to clear that stuff out, you can go to her. Her name is Victoria People. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you want me to grow to some capacity, because for now it's like, if a video doesn't get it, it's not gonna push through. But of course, if you thought it's worthy and you would like want more people to hear about that, if not, well, okay too. For now, I gave up that psyop of a kind. I'm working a regular job, but I'm working in a way that for now allows me to record videos in the meantime. And I actually even quite like it. So I have this like balance of where I'm at home and where I'm at work. I'm not working like excessive hours for the sake of money. So this is the greatest thing I have in my life now, in the sense of survival and earthly needs. So yeah, that's what I had to share in this video. And yeah, probably we'll record someday a next one with this like inspirational hit. Bye.